Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. So, today's episode, we're going to be going over the Milwaukee 2-gallon wet dry vac. Now, this is the Gen 2 model. It has the hose inside. I know Gen 1 had all the stuff on the outside, so this is the Gen 2 model where everything's inside the case here. We're going to go over the features, let you know how it works, let you know if it's worth your money, and stick around to the end and find out if it's worth $100. Hit that intro. Alright, so this is model 0880-20 because it comes bare tool, no battery included. This does fit, I think, up to the 9 amp hour. I'm not sure if it fits the 12 because I don't have a 12, but it fits the 6 and there's still about this much room left. So I know it'll fit the 9. You gotta open up these two latches. The top pops open first off. I don't like how flimsy the case is. So as you can see, first off, these latches are very, you see that right here? Very cheap. Just plastic. They're very thin. I mean, a lot of flex there. On the lid is even worse. I noticed this right away. Let's see if you can see this here. Look at that lid. It's the thinnest plastic I've came across. Look how thin this is. And that's maybe an 1/8 inch. It's probably less than an 1/8 inch. I wish I had a digital caliper I'd measure it for you. But the whole thing, you can see it flexes like this. It's very cheap. That's what I like about it. I mean, for $100 Milwaukee, I expect much, much more. Alright, so there's the battery compartment. Got the 6 amp hour high output battery, fits in there pretty well, plenty of room. The hose wraps up pretty slick. It does have this nice little lock and unlock feature on the hose. It's got little arrows, you can see that. Push it in, it's got this little tab. You gotta line it up right. But that's another thing, that tab is just tiny inside there. Like if that breaks off, look, that's the tab that locks it in place, that tiny, tiny little bump. Okay. It does come with the floor scoop. Where's this thing going there? There. Jesus. Floor scoop. Crevasse tool. Crevice tool. Fits in there real nice. The hose is okay. Let me show you one thing about it that I dislike. So this feature is cool. You shut the lid. Clamp it down, you turn it on, and you're cleaning, right? But see how it's canted like this? Most wet dry vacs that I've used, this swivels, so you can keep your crevasse tool pointed one direction, but this one does not. So as you move around, you have to constantly kind of twist it and kink up the hose like this if you want it to vacuum flat to get suction on anything. Because if you're trying to vacuum it like this, it doesn't freaking work. Now, you're asking about the crevice tool, slides on there, doesn't fit very well. You really ram it on there, and then when you're using it, you got to constantly keep twisting the crevasse tool to keep it straight. Otherwise, you're going to be trying to suck up stuff upside down like this because there's no rotation on here. It does have a nice flexy hose. I wish there was a swivel on this, and I wish there was a swivel on the base. So that right there I do not like. The lid being super weak, I guess. I mean, the whole thing is just really cheap plastic. I'm not impressed. Well, let's show you the capacity. So 2 of them, front and back. Pops off. It does have a nice HEPA filter. I'll give it that. They did spend a couple dollars, and they put a nice interlocking HEPA filter. I do like that. I give them 1 point for that. It does have the stop ball for the wet function. It says it's 2 gallons. I'm not going to test the water. This is just me cleaning up the shop. A lot of dust. You can see it's got a nice gasket seal around for the filter. Here's the inlet hose here. Inlet hole. Can't talk today. Inlet hole. So this just snaps on. You can see it, the little grooves right here. Then it twists to the left. And it locks on. So the filter's not bad. Again, this is just the thinnest walled plastic. I mean, look how it just flexes. And these, almost guarantee you're going to break these off, and it's not going to be functional. There's no gasket here. This is just rubber. I mean, not rubber. Hard plastic. See? Nothing special. Well, I guess there is a gasket on the bottom here. Alright, so you want to know about suction. I'm not impressed with the suction either when simple things like a little pebble, piece of wood, or a baggie like this can clog it up. Now, it did vacuum out the truck okay. I had a little trouble with the sand, and again I had to continually rotate that crevice tool for it to stay upright. Alright, and turn down your headphones. This is going to get loud. See? I can't come at it. I got to rotate it and loosen it up and rotate it. Now, this little baggie clogs it, and I had these. Listen to that. That's a wood chip. That clogged it. That's how little power it has. It won't suck in a baggie. And this is a very thin piece of plastic. Look at that. Won't even suck it in. Maybe with this, it's a little bit better, but you got to get it right on like this. Oh, it actually sucked in the plastic. But with the attachments, it won't do it. This dramatically, the crevice tool and the floor tool dramatically decrease the suction power. And if a little bit of sawdust here, show you guys how it works. Now, it will suck up light sawdust and stuff like that, but if you expect this to do anything other than light work, you're going to be greatly disappointed. Alright everyone, there you go. That was just a quick little rundown of the Milwaukee 2-gallon wet dry vac. Now, I'm not going to do the water test because it's about 15 degrees here in Minnesota, and I don't feel like getting all wet and dealing with that crap, because the capacity for the water, I heard, is maybe 1.25 gallons, not much. Overall, my impressions, it's okay for light duty, like cleaning out your car, maybe some light sawdust. But anything more than that, it's going to get clogged up because the hose is just too small. I think it's 1.25 inches. It just doesn't have it. 45 CFM is what it says online. So I don't give it any thumbs up. I don't give it thumbs down. I'm neutral. For $100, I'm very neutral. If it was $50, then yes, I'd give it a thumbs up. But it's very cheaply made. I could see this breaking really easily. So I give it neutral, no consumer thumb up. I mean, it's $100. I expect a little bit more from Milwaukee, especially considering it's the Gen 2, so they revamped this. This is the second time. I used it for maybe 5 under 10 minutes, and I used 1 bar on the 6 amp hour battery. It goes through batteries really quick. I think when I vacuumed out my truck with this, it lasted 20-25 minutes. It wasn't super long, so it burns through batteries real quick, which is fine. I don't expect it to, you know, be super efficient. It's vacuum cleaner. They eat batteries. That's what they do. Vacs and blowers. That's how they are. What else? The hose. It's not bad. Again, these hoses in the cold, like if I were to leave this out in the shop here in Minnesota and it's below 0, these crack and break very easily. And there's no swivel, so that's another point against it. Now, lightweight and portability, I give it 2 thumbs up. With the 6 amp hour battery, which is around 2 pounds, it's less than 10 pounds. It's probably 7-8 pounds. Super light. Portable, great. I can put it on top of my pack out, strap it down. That factor, I love the fact that it's square and doesn't snag on nothing, is very good. Oh, it does have the blower port, which I would never use because I have a blower and an air compressor. But I'll show you that real quick before I forget. So all you do is unfloop it, pop it in the hole here, line up that tiny little tab, make sure you don't break it off, lock it down, that powerful. So for light uses, it's not bad. Just don't expect a lot out of this. Like I was expecting this to be much beefier, much more well built, better construction. I was expecting it to be kind of like the packouts. Now, though the packouts are built really, really well, where this is just plastic, thin, flimsy latches, very thin, flimsy plastic. But, you know, it'll work. It'll work, but don't expect much. Okay, that was my quick little review of the Vac. Now, let's get into the giveaway. I'm at 958 subscribers as of this video. Today is Friday, March something or other, I don't know. When I get to 1,000 subscribers, guys, so that's 42 more subscribers to go, I'm going to release the video with the instructions of what to do, how to enter to win the tools. I'll let that go for 7 days, 1 week, and then I'm going to put all the names into a random number generator and get in contact you. We'll talk, we'll correspond, see where you are. I'm sorry, guys, if you live like my one subscriber, my fan in Poland, buddy, I'm sorry. I think shipping to Poland would probably be a couple $100, and that's more than the value of the tool, so I'm sorry. It's got to be the continental United States only. I'm sorry. I'm poor. I'm not sponsored by anybody, so just giving a tool away is a lot of money for me. Thank you so much for all your support and all your time. Don't forget to go check out my Instagram. I got the link on my homepage. You can check out previews of the tools I'm going to review. I usually post them up there. And there'll be a couple of pictures here and there of Miss Vivian because she's adorable. So don't forget, smash that like button. Share my videos. Go ahead and make fun of them. Call me names. I don't care. I'm not a fanboy of any tools. I like them all. So you can call me all the names you want. And you're still supporting the channel. Thank you. Have a blessed day. See ya.